This is Ice Cream Gecko, and in today's video we are going to take a look at the Burger King Danish King. I bought this particular one for €2.49, and today we are going to take a very close look at this. Now we can see some roasted onions, and right off the bat I can say that this doesn't really look like it does on the advertising image. No, it doesn't look like this at all. This looks like a microwave burger. I hate to say it. So we do seem to have, though, the ingredients that we were promised. We do have some roasted onions. We do have, we do have ketchup and mustard, it seems. It said that it does have a remoulade on it. Maybe the yellow stuff is remoulade. We do have a patty. We do have pickles. And that's already it. Yeah, that's already it. This is supposed to be a mashup of a hot dog and a burger. So I guess this is what this is supposed to look like. It does look a bit sadder than I anticipated, but let's see what this smells of. Oh, it does smell a bit like a hot dog. Yes, maybe it's the roasted onions doing their job. Yes, scent-wise, this is pretty much a mashup of a hot dog and a burger. That's interesting. It's not what I expected. Yeah, it does smell a lot more like a hot dog than I anticipated. So I think I'm going to go for the first bite now. In that first bite, I could taste the meat. I could taste the pickle. There was a nice crunchiness of the pickle. The roasted onions weren't all that crunchy, but overall texture-wise, this isn't too bad. It tastes still, though, like it looks a bit more bland than I hoped. The rest of this, I don't know. Let's zoom out a little bit, take off the top, and see what the sauces are like. Do we have a bit of just the yellow stuff here with some onion in there? Maybe is this an onion piece? I don't know. Okay, this doesn't. Yeah, this is some sort of mayo remoulade. Not really the remoulade that I expected. I expected something a bit different, but this isn't mustard. At least it doesn't taste like mustard to me. What is this? The red stuff? That does taste a bit of ketchup. Not as intense as it could. Okay, here are these little greens pieces. Maybe this is remoulade after all. But when you look at the picture of the Danish King, this doesn't really look like this here. No, it doesn't look like it at all. We can rip it apart, then we can take a look at the inside of the meat there. The meat looks rather standard. Yeah, nothing special to it. A regular burger patty, it seems. The pickle here, that's okay. The roasted onions, yeah, I hope for something a bit more crispy. They aren't that crispy. The one on the outside here, that's okay. But on the inside, the most crunchy thing is the pickle, which is not what I thought there would be in terms of crunch. I thought there would be more crunch. Anyway, I'm going to consume another half of this now. Okay, the first half is gone. Let's zoom out a little bit. Well, the first half, overall, as a flavor picture, wasn't as I hoped it would be. Once again, it was more bland than I anticipated. It does taste a bit of hot dog, I guess. The patty sort of mixes in with that quite well. I don't think that this overall is a bad combo at all, but it's just too bland, in my opinion. It just is too bland. The remoulade didn't really taste all too much of remoulade here as well. Now, when you taste that on its own, it doesn't seem to be mustard. But then again, it's so wishy-washy in a way. It's a bit too sweet, a bit too creamy, I guess. So that's not supposed to be mustard. But overall, when you eat this as a proper sandwich, then you don't really know anymore. Maybe it's just very weird mustard. But the remoulade is certainly something that I thought of very differently. This isn't regular remoulade, it seems, no. Certainly not the remoulade that I'm used to. Well, anyway, I'm going to consume the rest of this now, and I'll see you with the review sheet in just a second. Alright, the consumption process is complete, and we are ready to rate this with the review sheet. First impression wise, 0.25 out of 1 available point. It looked like a microwave burger. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Color-wise, it was okay, I guess. All the individual ingredients did look fine, I suppose. One thing that threw me off a little bit was the remoulade. That just looked like mustard. It doesn't look like the remoulade in the picture on the Burger King website at all. And therefore I can't give full points here. 0.75 out of 1 available point. Consistency and texture wise, I give 1 out of 2 available points. Maybe I should give even less than that. Overall, it's a pretty soft sandwich. The crunchiest thing in this is the pickle. That was consistency wise quite alright, and the rest was just meh. Wasn't great, certainly. It wasn't. It was almost under the regular average of a Burger King sandwich. So I definitely could give less points. 0.5, 0.75 out of 2 here, but I'll give 1 out of 2. Because maybe when I eat this, just when it comes, off the counter, then the roasted onions might be a bit less soggy, I guess, a bit crunchier. And this sits in this little pack here for 10-15 minutes until I can actually review it on the table here on the desk. So yeah, I give those the benefit of the doubt, therefore 1 out of 2 available points in the consistency and texture department. Taste wise, 2.5 out of 5 available points. It's not great, certainly. It's not good average. It's not bad, but it's on the verge of being meh. Now, it does remind me of a hot dog, certainly, but something that's kind of odd is that I expected a remoulade flavor, and this just tasted like weird mustard, like well-tasting weird mustard with a bit of ketchup. And while for a hot dog that's fine, it wasn't really what I expected there to be. The flavor of the meat was okay, the flavor of the pickle was okay, the flavor of the bread was okay, so I give still 2.5 out of 5 available points, but I certainly did not see this coming in the way that it did here. When they say a mashup of a burger and a hot dog, you could come along with something like this, but overall I don't think this is the greatest thing in the world when it comes to flavor. It's okay. I give half points here, 2.5 out of 5, because it wasn't awful, but it certainly wasn't good, I think at least. Therefore, yeah, just half points here. Theme realization wise, I give 0.5 out of 1 available point because, well, it looked almost nothing like it did on the advertisement, and yeah, the remoulade wasn't even there. I mean, remoulade is not too hard to make. They said remoulade sauce, yeah. That's maybe where all the... Well, I should have anticipated something being not quite right, because whenever they say sauce, then it usually is just a shittier, cheaper, garbage version of the real thing, right? So they didn't call it remoulade, they called it remoulade sauce. Maybe I should have known better than expecting actual remoulade here. Yeah, but the rest was okay. But overall, I cannot say anything else than me stating that I feel underwhelmed by this. 0.5 out of 1 available point here, therefore. In total, 5 out of 10. Wouldn't buy again for the Burger King Danish King. Now, if you really like hot dogs, then you should really go for a hot dog. And when you really like hamburgers, then maybe you should go just for a regular hamburger and eat maybe 1 bite of one and 1 bite of the other. Like one after the other, and not just try to make 2 things into one. Because this one right here, I guess I can applaud them for trying. And they tried, and it wasn't like too awful, but it wasn't what it could have been, I think. And certainly, when they just have something like remoulade sauce here, and it doesn't really taste like remoulade at all, it tastes like sweet, weird mustard, then something's wrong. And I think they should have instead gone for regular mustard and ketchup when it comes to the sauces here. That would make the sandwich quite a bit better, in my opinion. But anyway, I'll leave it at that. Let me know if you had this before, what you think about it. It isn't awful, but it isn't great. And I have to say, for $2.49, 2.49, yes. I can get an Aldi sandwich for that, and that Aldi sandwich is going to taste a lot more than I anticipate when I look at the packaging. It is going to fill me up a lot better, and I won't feel as bad afterwards either. Overall, the regular like supermarket sandwich, at least here in Germany, usually is the better option here. So yeah, I cannot really recommend this for 2.49 at all, no. But I think this is where I'm going to end this particular video. If you have a question or a video suggestion, leave it in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, feel free to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'm going to see you soon. Until then, bye bye.